Hello, welcome to the stream. Tonight I'm actually double streaming, so I'm streaming through YouTube and I'm going to give Twitch a go, so might be some slight problems with it. And I'm alright, Tangent, thanks. So I'm going to be doing it through Twitch and stream, so I've got to try to link up the chat and everything. It looks like it's working at the moment, so that's good. Just have to do a quick check in Twitch that it's working the same way too. So hopefully, yeah, okay, so that's working. So it's coming up through Twitch as well, which is really good. It means I can. It really means I can kind of close Twitch down and YouTube down. So yeah, same place we were last night. 50 jumps to go, I think. 50 jumps, yeah, bang on 50. So without further ado. What have you been up to today, Tangent?
Ready to engage.
Yeah, why is it not working there? Hi Carolina, how's it going? Carolina, sorry. You can join, but we're all the way out at Saggitarius at the moment. Or not even there yet, actually. Without heat sinks as well. Let's see if I can hit a good system first time. I finished off with a good system yesterday, so... Oh, bugger all. I know we all think that day that you're on boss, you're going to give yourself loads of time off, don't you? Never happens like that. And what are you up to tonight, Caroline? Are you in game? Just going to move my mic a little bit there. Let's try and get a better sound. Oh, I've passed Colonia now. I passed Colonia a couple of nights ago. So now I am... Colonia is around here. So I've come up... I can't even get it to work properly. I will get it to work. So yeah, there's a bubble over there. Came up to Colonia around here. And then we've redirected towards Saggitarius A.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm kind of coming up on just to show what I didn't show there is I'm also coming up. You can't really see it here, but I'm kind of coming up diagonally. So I went below the galactic plane. I'm kind of inside it now, and I'm going up diagonally towards Saggitarius A in the hope of hitting a lot more systems that will be undiscovered. Ah, okay, so you're just killing some time while you're watching, while you're waiting. Can have a look in this one as well. It's 19's not brilliant, but no, there's nothing here. And anybody who might be watching on Twitch, say hello, because you'll be the first person on Twitch to see my stream. That'd be pretty cool if it was. You can dream. You can just pretend that. Wait, you can just pretend that EasyJet is an anaconda. Oh, that was my mistake. But I can have a good look at the system now. It's not too bad. It's not a total loss. It's probably too far. Yeah. No, I'm going to keep it on YouTube for as long as I can, really, and as long as need be. The only problem is that now YouTube is starting to really kind of try to get out of paying people. They're kind of taking the AdSense route. And in the long run, that's not going to be good for anybody who's wanting to stream, really. So it's not that I want to move away or anything. And even if you get an offer of partnership on Twitch, you don't have to take it. It's only when, I think it's only when you're partnered, no, not partnered, the next step up, I can't remember what it is now. That's when they ask you to stop streaming through YouTube, so. Oh well, that'll pass. Actually, no, the Dreamliner is quite a nice plane. Let me get myself on site here. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do this jump, can I? Yep, just. I don't actually dislike YouTube or anything. I don't like the fact that you can't set up your live streams very well. You can, but once they go live, they're not always working properly. I think, to be honest as well, on Twitch it's going to take a while to get any type of audience. And actually, did that, when I did the test chat earlier, did that show up? Oh, there might be a couple of good ones here. Oh, I've already got a problem with it, I think. Ah, okay. Hello, Pizza Man. How are you doing? Give me a second to set this up properly. I'm trying to spot something. I didn't look for it before. So, you're going to see a test message coming through for a second. Well, that's okay, Tangent. I mean, at the moment, I'm also having a problem porting my chat over from Twitch. So which is really annoying. There is an option to do it through Restream, but they have their chat box is solid, not like this one, and that's not good for streaming. A solid chat box, it looks stupid. So there is an option to do it where it's supposed to be see-through, but it doesn't seem to work very well. Oh. And maybe that's just a case of me needing to play around with it a bit. Actually, it's probably more so me needing to play around with it a little bit. Went straight into repair. Well, to be honest, the Airbus is probably better. Okay, so yeah, I'm probably going to go about halfway, and then I'm going to stop and try and get this chat thing sorted out. If I can. No, I never do it, to be honest. I've done a few bits and bobs, but nothing special. I might do a little bit when I get back to the bubble. So I'm going to have to do a big scoop of this one, because the last two I didn't. Yeah, I prefer Airbuses way more. And they're a little bit easier to fly. I'm surprised I'm even high as mostly harmless, to be honest. I think I'll have to do some combat when I get back, because it's been a long time out here scanning and jumping. Today's day 6 or something. I know I took a day off, but you don't love Boeing at all. Well, you can always start with Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's where I learned everything I could about planes. We've got quite a big system here. We might have hit a ringed water. No. Dang it. As I've said before, if you're just joining us on Twitch for the first ever time, come say hello. Be the first person from Twitch to say hello in my stream. Are you switching sides from Airbus to Boeing? They need one because they have to fix them all. Oh, so we're not doing so well in the early stages, but it's only the early stages, so it's alright. Actually, we've got 2 Washington natives in the stream, actually. Look at all them stars, it's beautiful. Love it. Wow, these systems are horrible. So far.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'd love to visit Seattle. One of my favourite shows ever was Frasier, and of course most of it wasn't filmed there, but because it was a TV set show. But I'd love to visit there one day.
Frameshift drive charging.
I have my own feelings about Boston. I think Tangent's from up there as well, isn't he? He's from Tacoma, I think. I think it's Tacoma. Ah, now we finally found a half-decent one. Okay.
Fuel scoop
That
disengaged.
could be an Earth type. It'll probably be high metal. Yep, high metal. I'm starting to think these blooming planets don't mean anything. Okay, we'll go have a look at this one. Alright, Ben, it looks amazing. Not every jump gives you that view, but every now and again you'll jump back into like where the stars are and it looks absolutely amazing. Yeah, they have the famous Space Needle. Not seen you in for a while, Ben, actually. How's it going? Thanks for dropping by. I liked the pictures of the solar system you dropped in the Discord. They were pretty good the other day. Any particular game developers, Pizza Man, or do you have to keep stum on all that? Maybe we can stick some bribes in there.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, especially when you get into towards the centre. Although although the actual stars are not lined up with the galactic plane, it still looks pretty good in certain areas.
Fuel scooping.
I just wish this bloody thing had
Fuel scooping.
RNG me at least a couple of planets. Everything's ice and gas at the moment.
Frameshift drive charging. Warning. Temperature critical.
Yeah, Frontier's British. Plus they're not very good at what they do sometimes. Don't let this man near your game. Oh god. Don't let him near your kids' maths homework, whatever you do. I did notice, did anybody catch Yamix's stream tonight?
Frameshift drive charging.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you with that one.
Fuel scooping.
Okay, let's move the screen.
Scoop disengaged.
I might... No, it's not going to be alright, is it? No. Ice rock. Oh, you could make the moon the Death Star, that'd be fun.
Fuel scooping.
Sometimes gets me confused when it says there's only one object, even though there isn't. There's a ton of stuff. It's all just gas. Everywhere I'm going, it's gas.
Scoop disengaged.
FA. No, I'm going to stick to these. I'm going to stick to these for the time being. Maybe I should start just accepting that G-stars are not going to be the best. This is a Class A, so we might get something tasty in here. It's connected to Streamlabs, Carolina, so you can make a one-time donation through Streamlabs. It's in the information below. And if you have like what's it called, PayPal or something like that, you can make a donation to the stream. Or if you have Skrill actually as well. Hey, alright Joe, welcome in. How's it going? Are you playing tonight? Playing game? If you're thinking of doing the new Skimmer missions, they don't exist. Oh, that's nice that you're joining me in the cutters, because everybody else is slagging the cutters off and saying that they're not very good. I like them. Oh, more gas giants.
Frameshift drive charging.
I wish Wally World existed. No, they were really good, Ben. I really enjoyed it. I've been meaning to do a trip around the solar system myself. You didn't fancy going to have a look for Voyager 1 and 2? I don't think it's as complicated as some people make out if you actually follow the videos really. You follow the videos correctly. And actually, for anybody who's interested on, oh crap, I can't remember. I think it's Sarge. Is it Sarge Force or Audio Force or something today? They released the full recording of what is actually on Voyager 1 and 2. Oh, surprised you don't throw your pizzas at them. Oh, I feel sorry for some people with the Switch. Some games seem to run alright, but bloody hell. It's not going to survive very long if there's another generation jump. I'm expecting, I don't know if anybody noticed, but yesterday the Division 2 got announced. And I have a feeling that that means there might be a generational jump announced. So if there is, in the next couple of years, I think Switch are going to really struggle. I pinch myself to wake up because it's not supposed to happen in this game. I don't know what I'd do. Oh, that's not a water world. I could travel to here, but God knows how far it is. It's only 36,000. I can go for that one. Probably not terraformable, but I can give it a go. That's actually an idea, Ben, yeah. Well, if you're talking about wing delivery missions, this is why I'm a little bit angry with some of the other people who stream or make videos about Elite, because what it looks like is now that Frontier have nerfed a couple of the things that they were making money with, they're kind of throwing the toys out the bag and say, well, why don't you nerf wing missions? If you're going to nerf everything else, you might as well nerf these. So now I think FDev are actually seriously thinking about it, which is a stupid thing to do. Wing missions could have built a whole community around the game of people helping the newcomers to beyond build themselves up, and now it's going to just be the haves and have-nots continually. It's really sad. But it could be pap. I don't know. I don't know how the kids put it. I think there's just a lot of salt being thrown around at the moment. I don't think they generally do, but I think the wing missions were kind of under the radar, and I was really hoping... I haven't been really talking about them because I was hoping to keep that as a Discord thing, so that anybody who came in who wanted help ranking up, I'd be able to help them doing wing missions, but it looks like now that's going to get thrown in the bag, so what can you do? It's really disappointing in that sense. Do you mean nerfed it or stopped listening to players? No, I can't do it because I'm not in the bubble. It didn't look like it earlier. Yamix was doing delivery missions and he seemed to be doing alright for himself. Well over halfway there now. It will nerf the planets. I know, actually. Speaking of the Division earlier, the Division 1, they're going to give it more content for the next year. And they've just said, you know, we're going to increase the drop rates of stuff now because it's been, the grind for other people has been 2 years now. And new players who are coming are not going to have 2 years to grind, so we're going to lower the drop rate a little bit. So FDev attacking all this, it's strange. I don't know why. I mean, like I've said before, I've openly said it, that I felt the Skimming missions were unbalanced, too easy to complete, and the money was just too much. What people were able to earn. The one with the mining mission, well, that was just a pure kind of system break, and doing that was just pointless. So they had to nerf that one. It's not like they did it out of spite or anything. Well, that would be nice. It might drive a few people towards it. It is the Imperial rank one. Took me quite a long time to find, actually, and I was honestly overjoyed when I found it. So I hope that doesn't get nerfed off. I don't need it anymore, but I'll have to check the numbers on that video, see if it went up. If you loved it, you'd use it more. Yeah, I've thought about using mine as a multitask, a multitasking ship. Oh, I think I'm gonna overspeed this, aren't I? Maybe if I drop down a bit, yeah, we'll be alright. Yeah, the shields are good though. I have 0 viewers on Twitch. This is what I was talking about. I think I might have to start Twitch by maybe releasing my videos on there first and then getting people through the videos before actually streaming fully on there. I think that might be a better idea. Damn it, what a flight for nothing. Well, it's like everybody else. It's because if you take the grind away, seriously, what's in the game? They don't really do a lot of mission updating or anything like that. They don't do anything specific, and people would then be crying out for Thargoid attacks, Guardians coming back. You know, they'd have more work on their plate. So the grind is there to kind of keep the process going while they're working on other stuff. Alright, Pizza Man, see you later on. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, Twitch is quite hard because the numbers are a bit skewed on there. I think you're right, Dewey. I mean, if you look here, I've jumped, what, 15, 16, 17 jumps, and I've yet to find anything really of value. That's 17 minutes. People in the bubble would be screaming about this. Hey Carl, how's it going? Welcome back in. Okay, 25 new objects. And the other reason I'm glad that person mentioned my Empire rank grind is because it is actually better than the Federation one I've got. The Federation one I've got took me ages to find. Weeks. Flying around like a blue-ass fly. I nearly gave up on it, to be honest. I'll get there as fast as I can in my my hippie wagon. Not seen Brian on yet, which is a shame. Oh, we've got double trouble here. Oh, look at those coronal mass ejections, they're unbelievable. I love it. Apart from when you get up close, they look really ugly. It's the kids, those darn kids, they want everything. No, I think I think it's that FDev haven't truly sat down and said, okay, if this dude puts in 17 hours in a day, what do we reward him with? You know, or no, 17. I think that's a bit far-fetched, isn't it? Let's say 8 hours. If I put in 8 hours, can I not be compensated 80 million? Should it not work out at roughly that rate? Means I'd have to put a couple of days in to get a decent ship, maybe a week to get a decent ship. But then you've got to work towards kitting it out as well. Now with the wing missions, I think that it was delivering, unless they nerf it. It was delivering those types of numbers. Yeah, it's just the way, unfortunately. I mean, I saw a thing offering 19 million for one passenger from Colonia to the bubble. It's 3 days work. Why would I want to make 19 million doing that? You've got to pump those prices up. Those are rookie numbers. The other thing FDev have to be careful about is once you nerf something, people never forget about that original price they used to make, and it actually permanently puts them off doing that thing again. And that's been proven in other games. When the reward goes down, people actually just get bored of that part of the system. They say, oh well, I'm never going to do that again because I don't earn X, Y or Z. Yeah, but you've got VR, Julie. This game's just infinitely better in VR. But yeah, no, I know what you're saying. I mean, I love going back to the bubble and doing stuff, but I'm kind of a sightseer in this game. Or tour operator, maybe, if you will. I suppose it's true of anything. If somebody's told you could make $30 an hour in McDonald's, I don't think you'd be turning down the opportunity. That's too far, that. See if we can't get one a bit closer in. That's a good spot. It's a bit too far on an A class, but we can live in hope. Hey, Cathedra. The only thing is, though, in defense of other people, Elite isn't a sim. It's just not complicated enough for a sim, and the background simulation in it is nowhere near strong enough to truly call it a sim. Like somebody, I can't remember who was saying it last night about I should be able to pick something up at the lowest price and get a really good sell-on price somewhere else, especially if it's a rare. And just at the moment, those prices just are nowhere near good enough, so people don't do it. You have people like Caliberry who does a thing every week, and I'm sure people do the odd thing, but she ends up having to do Imperial Slaves in most of hers, because otherwise you're just not going to make money. So that kind of boots a whole part of the game out the way. So, okay, I'm gonna have to close this multi-chat down because it's not. I can't see the chat properly through this, which is a shame. Right, you don't always like what you do. Yeah. But there's not. Well, for example, SimCity is a simulation city builder, but it doesn't take you 3 years to build the city. You know, I'm not saying you have to do it that fast in this game, but it's certainly not, in my opinion, up there with the simulator. When I think of Microsoft Flight Simulator and stuff like that, even that's got more on it than Elite has when it comes to like a space game. That would be a very good idea, Ben. I don't know how they'd implement it, but it would be a very good idea. Like a try before you buy. The only thing is the whole thing about stuff. Oops, I'll just check that on the map anyway. The whole thing of people renting something and getting it blown up. Oh, it is terraformable. This one isn't a water world though, is it? It's a rocky. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, what you're saying, Tangent, and I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be just fully honest about this in how I see certain elements of Elite. There's a lot of people who believe in the grind. There's a lot of people who say it's a simulation, and that's fine. Like I say, I don't believe it's a simulation, but it's definitely a grind, which I don't mind. But what I will say is the way that FDev promote it, if you watch their trailers, there's no way they're selling it as a simulation game. There's just no way on earth that they're selling this as a simulation game. They're selling it as an action-packed shooter. Oh, I heard sound from somewhere, but I don't know where. Somewhere. Well, I think that's what disappoints some people as well, the fact that it's, I mean, it's a massive universe and everything, but it does, Kyle. You can search for specific planets and their percentages, yep. Or you can use eddb.io. Yeah, I mean, you can't have your cake and, well, not have a cake and eat it. How can I put it? You just can't go out there and sell it as one thing to one group of people and then say, oh, well, you know, in its history and stuff like that. No. Yep, because they need to keep a job, don't they? I mean, you know, even a simulation has to have the option of fast tracking. You know, you play Microsoft Flight Simulator and you fly from London to Tokyo. You do have the option of speeding up the process. Why? Because to fly from England to Tokyo's, it's a pretty hard thing to do. Isn't the animations for hard points, isn't that Yamix's thing that he hates the most? And another thing I was thinking actually the other day is that when they did the trailer with Ramtar, is you saw like them fighting off Thargoids in these fast sweeping moving ships. And I'm sat there thinking, a fight with the Thargoids can last anywhere up to 35 minutes. You know. I mean, you know, you might, I'm sure when you're doing it, it doesn't feel like 35 minutes, I'm absolutely sure. High metal content, no, not really interested.
Shift drive charging.
And the funny thing I see, and this isn't the only game where it happens, it's like politics. I always see one side blaming the other side and no one blaming the people in the centre who are doing the work. You know, this is the biggest problem. The people who are making the game are the ones who have to stand up and look at it. Okay, it's so important that they start to actually talk about these things instead of, like people saying on the live stream the other day, they just didn't talk about anything. Yeah, that might work, Ben. I think for 1.5 million, I think you'd have to give somebody a little bit longer out though. I'd want it for a day, I think. But it's an idea. Or maybe that price for a fully kitted out one. It's actually better as well, Carl, that you map it to what you like, because then you're going to remember the keys easier. I generally map mine out to my desire. I forget what some of them are sometimes, but not as much as I would if they were pre-mapped. On.
Shift drive charging.
Back in a dull patch now, I think. But at least my jumps are getting down. We're halfway there. Over halfway, actually. Hey Brian, how's it going? Ah, no problem. I think I'm probably going to be somewhere around you now. It should be possible on both. The best one, the easiest one is EDDB. You just type it in, it'll tell you the nearest planet. I can have a quick look at Inura. Can never always remember where everything is, but I can have a look at it. Unless I dreamt it on Inura, I don't think I did. The problem with Inura is everything isn't it isn't set out in an easy way to find stuff sometimes. What is it you're looking for? Selenium. Right, okay, how do I work this part? So I won't be a moment, people, I'm just looking at I'm absolutely sure there's a way of finding it, but I might be. %, 3-5% is fine. It doesn't look much, but it is alright. Yeah, I'm not sure if Inner actually does do it. I must have dreamt that part. I mean, if you can find higher than 3%, I'd go there, but if you don't pick it up, you can always just trade for it. Turn the wing beacon on, see where he is. Whoops, gone into the system map as usual. Oh, hang on, he's behind me now. Oh no, he's not, he's just below me, that's all. So you're below me, just slightly behind me. So I'll take a few jumps slowly until I get down to my last one. That sounds like you've got a robot or a kettle has taken over your microphone.
Shift drive charging.
Yeah, go for the 4.9. I'd jump a couple of systems if you can get a point higher. That might work. Oh no, we've got a half decent system here by the looks of it. This is actually quite a way out, but I'm gonna scan it just in case. I'd rather make a little bit of money than no money at all. Actually, that's a really good tip, Tangent. I really prefer the ice planets as well. I've never really thought of it as flatter, but I definitely seem to be able to just do my job quicker on them. I've decided when I go back to the bubble I'm going to break out my cutter, even though I know Kathina won't like it. That's what I'm doing. I just want something big, the opposite of this one. Oops, a daisy. I take back what I said the other night, by the way. The Earth bobblehead does spin. It's just that when you go into hyper jump or drop out of hyper jump, it resets itself to Australia. It's not even terraformable. Shocking. That one might be.
Shift drive charging.
So we're getting down to the final ones now. We're in the 20 jump range.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2.
Which should definitely be in the next hour or so, I think. Yeah, so I might have a good system here actually, 15 planets. 15 objects. I'm going to have to go back over that sun though, because I definitely didn't get enough on that scoop. Nope, nothing. While I'm scooping, I'm actually going to go into my galaxy map and I'm going to introduce a few more stars into this party because I don't apply to route. I don't feel I'm hitting what I was beforehand. I think I'm hitting less these days, or it feels like I'm hitting less.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
What happened to everybody? Everybody stopped messaging now? That's probably probably YouTube though. Is anybody out there actually hammering the Guardian sites to try and upgrade their ships for Thargoid attacks? Or are people playing a bit more passively? It's a pretty big one, but it's only 5 times the size, so I don't think this is going to be anything, but
Frameshift drive charging.
no. The thing is that I wouldn't mind getting into the Guardians thing, but it's a lot of work. I did enjoy what I did the other night with Brian. But then when we scanned it, I don't think it worked properly. And that type of thing just gets on my wig.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Well, now we're getting more astronomical objects, but still not very clean systems, and it's strange. I haven't come across clean systems in so long. Everything's either gas or rock.
Shift drive charging.
Which is really strange. Ah, finally. Just the whole half of these are within the zone. This one's too close, I think. I don't even know if it's water now. I'm gonna drop in on it, but oh, so you're doing it. I know Brian's been doing it. Right, so this one's probably a bit too far. Yeah, so
Shift drive charging.
I mean, they've been creeping their way towards the bubble quite quickly though, haven't they? I think there's going to be like a prolonged instance inside the bubble. But yeah, I think there's obviously going to be a little bit of an engineer grind behind that, because I think they're trying to target the people who've already gone through the original engineer grind, and now it's like, okay, there's a new bit now.
Shift drive charging.
I'm going to stop. I'm going to see where my wingmate is. I don't want to get too far ahead of him. Oh, okay. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is, he's probably about 10 jumps. I'll have a look. Brian, what's your jump number? to Saggitarius, yeah.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ah, okay, so you're not so far behind me as I thought. I've got 14, so.
Fuel scooping.
For the love of God. Right. Let's make a couple of slight changes on the fly here, I think. I'm going to add that one for the moment. Well, I mean, it's interesting enough. Wait, why isn't that working properly? Ah, I know why.
Frameshift drive charging.
Right, off we go again. So we're at like 13, 12, 13 jumps or something?
Fuel scooping.
12 jumps. I've just kicked in some K-types in the hope of finding something. Because I've really on this run, I've not struck very well considering how well I was doing on the way to Colonia, and I'm wondering if that's because maybe below the plane you start hitting not so good places. It's really strange. Completely different experience to when I was on my way to Colonia, in which I was hitting loads of places, even unexplored.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, Joe. Well, enjoy. You can always watch it on the side on the phone. You can always DVR it. Because I've got the DVR set up, so I think it goes back an hour and a half or something. And dinner's going out a bit late. Are you fish and chip night or something? Not even VR.
Fuel scope disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Got 10 jump. Ah, how very Mediterranean of you.
Fuel scoping.
I've got used to it here. Alright, see you later. Alright, so let's have a look at the system map. Let's see if we've got anything decent. Nope, hit another.
Frameshift drive charging.
Calm down. Maybe it's because I'm in open. Well, this is good. 32 objects. Well, these might be interesting.
Fuel scope disengaged.
Damn it. And they're ice as well, which means they're absolute dog's dinner. Yep.
Frameshift drive charging.
I think what I'll do, mate, is when we one jump out, I'm going to stop and then I'm going to make a quick coffee. Just so I can enjoy the final jump in, sit back and relax. Exactly.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel skimming.
Now, of course, we're actually at the centre of the universe here, so in reality, the space should be lit up. But unfortunately, due to the stars not actually being in line correctly with the galactic plane, you don't get to see that here. It's just like regular space. Sorry, yes, did I say universe? Sorry, yes, I did mean galaxy. Still bloody got the things wrong though.
Fuel skimming complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Why a vulture, Ben? I'm only asking because I've honestly never messed about in a vulture before. I think I might have had one for a very short period, but it was because I think I can't imagine what my thinking behind it was, but it was in the very early days, I think.
Fuel skimming. Fuel skimming complete.
I'm not doing well today at all. I don't even think. I think I've found one terraformable. One. In about 30 odd jumps. No, it's more than 30, isn't it? It's 50 jumps. I wonder if I can see it on if it'll show up on my discoveries today. Yeah, let's have a look. 6th of March. No, not 6th of March.
Fuel skimming.
Let's have a look. Yeah, so one.
Fuel skimming disengaged.
1 water world, 3 high metal contents, but I don't think any of them were terraformable. If I'm brutally honest with myself.
Shift drive charging.
I think the game doesn't like me. I don't know what's happened. What are we on now? 2. Okay. Next one's my stop off one.
Shift drive charging.
In theory, this part of the galaxy should be so white and full of light, but it's just not, unfortunately. See if we have anything. Not really. Okay people, I'm going to take a slight break just to do the normal deeds and then make a cup of coffee. I'll be back in a moment. Maybe that's why I got a shot of mine. Actually, if I couldn't manage the power, would have definitely been the type of reason I would have thrown it away. Hi Jess, how's it going? So you've just arrived at the perfect point. You can almost visibly see the Sagittarius A right there. Can't remember how I zoom in on this blooming thing. Well, you can actually see it. I'm just waiting for my wingmate to catch up, so. Ah, it's amazing, isn't it, technology? I can manually enter certain donations, so I didn't know I could actually do that. I thought it was supposed to pick up on it automatically, so I thought it would be absolutely disgusting not to put them in there, so I did. I said I'd find a way. Instead of actually flying, I've actually been looking into how to do things today, but I still can't get everything right. I'm doing a cross stream with Twitch, but I can't quite get all the chat to come up at the same time for some reason, unless I use a specific thing for it, and then that actually blocks out my screen. It doesn't have a no, that's the conversion, I think, Jess. I don't think, well, Patreon don't even give it to me yet. I have to wait, I think I have to wait till the end of the month, if I remember rightly. I'll have a quick look on the home page. Yeah, I think I have to wait until the beginning of next month, I think. So yeah, I don't know why Streamlabs actually translates the donations. It's a bit strange. Because I actually put them in as dollar amounts, so I don't know if that's something in the settings I've done. No, it still sounds like you're underwater. Sounds pretty cool if you want to scare children, though. You can't see it. It's the next jump. It's right there. I'm just waiting for my wingmate to catch up. I think he's almost here now. Yeah, he's probably one, maybe 2 jumps out or something. Probably about 2 jumps from there, I think. Yeah, it was fine. I don't know what happened. Oh, you're only 1 jump away as well? Okay, cool. Are you ready to do it then? Okie doke, I'll wait a few more minutes. Not many people on tonight though, Jess. I think Friday's not the best night for streaming, I think.
Test.
Ah, that sounds much better.
So it works now.
Yeah, that's 10 times better. If not 100 times.
It's amazing what pulling the cord out and putting it back in does.
I know.
Oh, I'm 1 jump away, so whenever you want to jump in.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Shift drive charging.
Ah, okay, do you have it a bit lower? I'm surprised I can even actually get it up to 1080. Well, it's good I can. I didn't pull back on my throttle, that might be a bad thing. Okay, so here we are at the supermassive black hole. And it's coming up as unexplored, which is strange, because that means I didn't scan it last time I was here. Which is super strange. Where's Brian gone? Is he just a bit below? So I'm going to make my way towards the centre, but
How close is too close?
you'll know when you drop out. To get to the centre, you kind of have to go around Sajay. So you keep it to your, kind of keep it to your left and don't get too close. Yeah, for what? No, more than 4 actually. This will be the 6th day today. I did take a night off, so no, actually 5th day. Which is not as fast as last time actually. I think last time I got here a little bit faster. But I don't mind, I can hammer it back to the bubble tomorrow. And we went direct last time as well. Of course we've gone via Colonia this time, so it's a bit different. Will I be allowed to? I was thinking about this last night. Will I be allowed to upgrade the chair if I became a streaming millionaire? Doubt that's ever going to happen, but... Unfortunately, I just don't think I'll ever make it. I just don't have enough wank jokes compared to Yamix. I think I'm going to have to wait for donation on that one, Ben. I was actually considering buying a chair in the next couple of weeks, and then the gas company just stiffed me with my winter gas bill, so...
Warning, temperature critical.
Was it an NPC pirate or a player pirate?
Warning, temperature critical.
Did you get too close, Brian?
Warning, taking heat damage.
No, I'm at the centre.
Ah, okay.
There's NPCs here.
Oh, is it dropping? I hope it's dropping. There we go. I just saw you drop out for some reason. I thought you dropped out too close. I'm just going to keep using this chair, Ben, and make people feel sad for me. Alright, I didn't know. I've never had them do that. Did you have something on board? It's so strange.
Look at the hauler. Red Planet Taxi Service.
I'll check that out, actually. That must be a player, is it? That seems like a player name. Wait, where is that center? There's Brian and his big gold, what did he call it? I can't remember what he called it now. Oh, we just saw one called the Red Planet Taxi Company or something. It seemed a really strange one, but it was a hauler. Can't imagine coming here in a hauler. There's two of them, so I'm guessing so. Go into the system map and visit this this other one. You've got to go here as well. 1 second. Be sure to check out the other sun while you're here, by the way.
Yeah, I can scan the sun for you.
Well, enough of that. Let's go have a look at the next place that I have to go to, Source 2.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's easier to get away from Saggitarius than it is to go towards it, actually. No, I think somebody should go in a Sidewinder one day. I might actually do that if I get a PlayStation account. You're talking about my chair, Ben? I'd probably only need to chip in about a penny each. I get all my cushions from the cheap shop. I could maybe do some like 48-hour challenge just to try and drive people towards the stream to donate towards a chair. That might work.
what's your plans after, Saji? Are you staying out or are you heading straight back home or what?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go back to the bubble. I think if I do Beagle Point, I want to get a little bit more out of it before I go there.
Like a hard jump back or exploring on the way back?
Yeah, I'll kind of do what I've been doing, and if come across anywhere interesting, definitely have to stop off. I mean, I've got the, I've still got the rover on board actually. I forgot to get rid of it in Colonia. Well, I thought I might need it, but I haven't come across anywhere that interesting yet.
I've been down a couple planets.
But then again, I limit the systems actually, so because of that jump range I've got. It could work, Jess. It could work. See, now Ben's having a go at my chair now. Slightly unfair. You'd actually be really surprised it's not as uncomfortable as it seems. Well, actually it is, but I think after nearly a year of using it, I've got used to it. And that's the big difference. Almost there. Oh, hell, the chair. Yeah, I do, Jess. I'm sure of it. Just visiting interesting places close to the bubble. People can check stuff out and even go themselves. When you're doing something like this, it's a really big thing to do, and I think yeah, I think it's people maybe sometimes tune in for the arrival bit if it suits them. If it doesn't suit them, it's probably not worth it. And I understand that. I don't expect people to sit in a stream for ages and, you know. Now the thing is I have to worry. I have to think about. Sorry, not worry. I have to think about, do I want to blow this ship up and go halfway and go back to Colonia? Or do I want to go straight back? I think I'll go straight back, to be honest, because I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. I think actually even Obsidian's actually back in the bubble now. I don't think he plans on going out. Most of his footage he grabbed when he was out of the bubble. I've noticed he reuses some of it, but I understand why.
Don't blow it up.
Huh?
Don't blow the shit up.
No, I was saying it's probably not actually going to make a difference really, because coming in from an angle from Colonia, as you can go in a straight line from here. Hey Dr. Kin, how are you doing? Thanks for dropping by the stream. Nah, I'm only kidding. The last time we did because we were in really low jump ships, but I think now it doesn't really make that much of a difference. If you want to see the arrival at Sagittarius A, Dr. Kin, you'll have to go back a couple of minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and you'll see it in the video. It is a DVR video, so you can go back. Now on our way to Source 2. And if you've just joined the stream, be sure to drop by and say hello like Dr. Kin just did there. Also, if you're liking the video, give it a thumbs up. If you really like it, give us a subscribe. I am hoping to maybe get up to 200 this weekend. 2nd century, which isn't bad for a month and a half of streaming. I think a month and a half, something like that. Can't remember how big this one. Have you been to Sajay before, Brian? I don't know if I've asked you this before. Probably have. I think I'm going a bit mental.
No, it's my first time here. I looked out to west arm to Colonia, but I purposely left Sajay out so I could actually go another journey out.
Okay, so this is Source 2. I'm going to get a little bit closer. Have to be a bit careful because this thing is absolutely massive. Okay, so let's see how actually massive it is. Ah, so it's 15 solar masses. It's probably one of the biggest. Probably 2nd biggest in the game, I'm guessing. So we get... I daren't even scoop from it, actually. But look at those mass ejections there. They just look outstanding. Absolutely love them. I'm going to actually go outside the ship and zoom in on that one. I can go back if you want, Dr. Kin. It wouldn't be difficult to go back. If you'd like me to go back after I've been here. I haven't heard somebody say that's what she said in a while. I think it was me that said it last. Oh, look at that ejection there. That's amazing. Now, just one side note while we're here. If you're thinking of making a space game or anything like that, and you're thinking of doing some mission boards and stuff like that, and getting some missions set up, don't let this guy near his company. Because you'll end up taking them all out and starting all over again. But I'm not complaining. I'm not in the bubble. I hope I don't get pulled up for copyright on that song, actually. Right, so I'm just trying to have a quick look at my numbers. Unfortunately, I haven't got any. Maybe Thargoid weaponry would be the better option. Right, let's have a look. What was I thinking of doing here? Oh, that was it. Check out my discoveries so far. So, what was I going to do there? Ah, yeah, that's it. So the ship's not doing too bad actually at the moment. The paintwork's looking a little bit messy, a little bit blasted off. I'm looking alright, thankfully. But yeah, there's a little bit of paintwork to be done where it's been blasted off a little bit, and that should look even better when we get back to the bubble. This one's 15 masses. Have you seen a one bigger?
Well, I found a supergiant last night. I put a screenshot in Discord and I think that's only 5,000 masses.
I didn't see that. I'm going to go check that out quickly. Just so anybody who doesn't know, we do have a Discord. Be sure to join in. Put it on the screenshots. Oh yeah, it was on the... okay. Me, I think my modules are alright.
So that supergiant's tiny compared to this normal star.
Oh yeah, this one's huge. This one's, I think it's the second largest in the game or something. My modules are doing alright. Cargo hatch isn't doing so good, but the docking computer isn't doing so good, but that's okay, I can land manually. The heatsink launch I can actually turn off, because I don't need it. Can I synthesize? Ah, I could. Okay, didn't realise that. Right, Joe. You just missed out, mate, by a couple of minutes. Sorry. If you go back in the DVR, you'll be able to see it, though. Your wife's not angry because you were wolfing your tea down her out, was she? Okay, I forgot I can synthesize stuff. I'm such an idiot at times. Everything else seems alright, Jess. Like I said, the cargo hatch is a little bit worse for wear, but I don't even need to use it actually. Everything else seems alright, and I can actually, this time going back, I can probably use a couple of frame shift injections. I've got more than enough. Got 9 injections available apparently. Oh yeah, but I could stop off somewhere for vanadium, whatever. You know, I can have a look around for that, so... I only need polonium to actually get a couple of really good jumps. I mean, a bonus of plus 100% distance, that's going to cut stuff right down. If I can get 14 jumps of that, I'll take that. Do you know what, you're right, I'm gonna... Oh, I can't fix it, I don't think, because I haven't got a module repair or anything, so... It should survive the trip, it'll just be hanging off the back of the ship, that's all. Oh, don't worry, just 97 can be the new one just for this stream, okay? Just from tonight, we'll all do 97. Nobody else will know what we're doing. Oh, I'll be alright, I'll make it back. Shouldn't be a problem. Right, let's have a look on the galaxy map, see what we're looking at going back home. We need to at least line up with the bubble. Let's choose somewhere like this. Oh, that took me in just a little bit further than I want to. I'm not going to be able to get that far back. Oy. I've been to the Cat's Paw Nebula, so I don't want to go. Oh, I wouldn't mind going to the Trifid Nebula on the way back. If that's a distinct possibility. But that looks like one of those nebula where they all look the same. Yeah, it is. It's the same as the Hummingbird Nebula and the other thingamajig nebula. They've just copied some of them. Look at the Omega Nebula. Looks exactly the bloody same. And that one, whatever that one is. Oh, we reached our maximum distance on that one, okay. So it's a bit scary when you reach your maximum distance. Actually, no, I'm going to do it. Go back in again. Okay, that's better. We want to go in somewhere around here. This is taking me up, isn't it? That would actually be going in the wrong direction. We don't want that. Okay, right, how do I set that up then? Maybe I turn off the realistic and put the map back on. I did actually find on Google there is a post from October 2015. Somebody went to Sagittarius A in a Sidewinder. Yeah, it's unbelievable. But I've forgotten how I used to do this to get back. I'm absolutely... well, I'm not lost, but I'm not doing it the correct way, I know that much, because I'm off to the side here. Yeah, well, I was thinking of doing it in a sidewinder, but if it's been done, what's the point? Okay, I have an idea. Try to find at least the stop-off spots. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so what we'll do, go back out for 1 second, just reset it. I think I'm going to go down from here, so we'll try and find down. We don't have to go down a huge amount of space, but let's say we go down to here. See what that gives us. Oh, that's only 2 jumps. Want to go a bit further than that. Oh. I don't want to go too far down this time because I don't want to get too spread out. Type 10 to Sajay. 3 jumps. At least I know I'm on the right track. Look at all them. That's what we want. Something like that. Okay, what's that giving us? 6 jumps. That's what? 61, 2, 3, about 350. Yeah, that should be alright, I think. Right, I'm going to drop about 300 or 400 light years below the below Sajay. See what I see around there. If I see any unknowns, then I'll we can probably start on the way back. Sorry, I didn't see your message, Brian. I was too busy concentrating on the myriad of stars. Well, Andrew is planning on doing a trip to Beagle Point. I don't know if he's in tonight or if he's lurking, but if he's not, he says it's his life's aim. I'm just going to change some things up in my galaxy map again. I know I keep changing my mind, but I'm sick of seeing crappy planets. And take them out again. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the ones that I went after. But the sheer ridiculous number of those stars that you can see, considering they're all jumpable into, it's pretty crazy. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm actually seeing oh no, somebody's actually discovered these ones. That could be an Earth type though. No, never mind. Oh. I want to go back and scoop a little bit. Oh, he's just going on a bread and butter one, I think. I don't think he's doing any engineering or anything. Whoa. Not going to scoop that very well, am I? I think I got an ice cream scoop out of that one. Okay, here we go. Should have actually maybe gone above the galactic plane this time, actually.
Shift drive charging.
Well, everything looks tippity top in here. My fire extinguisher's working, so that's a good start. I've actually gone down, Brian. I think what I'll do is I'll make a path to the first nebula and then I'll go up above it instead. Well, that's an interesting one, whatever that is. Mm.
Shift drive charging.
No, it's a bit of a joke, Jess. He was trying to get me to do something, and then he mentioned going in a chieftain, so I basically made out that it was him that was agreeing to go in a chieftain. And every time he comes in the stream, I keep on pushing him to do it. I don't think he'll ever agree to it. Be funny if he did. I'd watch it. We've got a half decent system here, and now we're in the unexplored part, so at least we know we're in a good spot now. So I'm just going to scan these because they're all close to the sun. I'm hoping this is terraformable. Could be this close to the sun. They quite often are. Well, Joe came in and then disappeared, so I'm not sure if his wife's got him. Maybe she hit him over the head with the ladle. Oh, it's not. It's not. So I'm not going to keep jumping in this one if it's not.
Frameshift drive charging.
I think this one was undiscovered. I'm pretty sure everything from here is unexplored, to be honest. I didn't even have to drop down that far. I was just joking, Joe. Fuel stooping. What's fuel stooping? Is that when you stoop to get it? I think Victor has some very strange sayings. Fuel stooping and friendship drive charging. I don't think he speaked English. Right, okay, these could be interesting, but they're a ton of light seconds away. Well, not a ton. I'm gonna go check them out just in case. This is interesting with the moon there. I don't know if it'll be terraformable. I don't know if that's a kind of... I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. There's just something about... how can I put it? There's something about some people, I'll say actually, because I know guys who are the same, who the mention of computer games and they immediately say antisocial Mario, I think is probably what comes into their heads. The thing is, I still think you should go after the VR, because some people have said that it completely changes people's minds about video gaming the first time they try VR. How you doing, Maycraft? How's it going? I think that's thrown me off a bit. Is that backwards or forwards? Hang on, you're gonna splash out on a gaming tablet, so she actually likes gaming. No, in here we 9/7. So now you know that it's 9/7 in this stream. The next person who comes in and says hello, you have to 9/7 them. It's the same as 07, but we're all a bit wonky. So, the hope is that this is terraformable. It's not, unfortunately, which means this probably isn't going to be terraformable either. I'm going to give it a whack because I will earn 300,000 for the thing all round, and it is only a little bit more, so I'm not going to take it as a bad. It's just to confuse people who come in. Right, okay, we're nearly on this one. I'm hoping that this one is terraformable. Fingers crossed. Yes, it is. Okay, so that's paid its way. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that's nearly a million. If I can get... If this one is... Oh yeah, so she plays Sims in that super graphical mode. Yeah, I've seen that one. That'd make you feel sick, wouldn't it? Sims in VR. Oh, she'd love that. She wouldn't leave the local cafe, would she? I'm hoping this one's terraformable. Oops. Yep, okay, that's good. Maybe this one is as well. I can't really stop now, because this could end up being a half-decent money maker. It's only a short distance as well, so even if it's not, it's... What are you up to tonight, Morgan? Well, officially she can never tell you that anything you do is a waste of time, because The Sims is ridiculously time consuming. Talk about a grind. Okay. Okay, this ended up being a really good system actually, bar that one planet, so I'm not gonna moan too much. Right, so what am I looking at here? I was looking at, that's it. It's 2. Let's have a look. So we're looking at it the other way. Okay, so okay, I get it. Maybe we can see that one actually. Get it from here. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Saggitarius. Am I spelling this wrong, or I'm just being a goon? It's being a goon, Anna. Yeah. Not. Good evening, Commander. Oh, didn't mean to do that one. Never mind. It is NGC, isn't it? Or is it NCG? No, I think it's always good when things get said a lot in jest. Oh no, that's the wrong bloody way, that. I'm not going to plot the route here. Let's see if we can knock a few more star types in there and see if it'll do it. How quickly can you dispatch of them, Morgan? I take it you're taking on the Thargoids. I have to wait for this route to plot now. Okay, that's not the end of the world. Okay. 27 if you stay lucky. No problem, yeah. Don't know what type of star it was, Brian. It was just flashing up something, so... I don't think I've seen one yet, to be honest. if I'm totally honest. Let me just get a bit of fuel and then I'll post it up for you. It's quite an easy one to remember as well. Yeah, it is CD 51-10820. I will put it in. What? Yeah, but you can't copy when you're looking at the... Oh, right, yeah, sorry. Well, it's not a difficult one, to be fair. Compared to some of the bloody things we've flown through. Oh, hang on. I want to make some changes before I start jumping. So, I've decided I'm going to knock out. I'm only going to keep these 3. And this is just in the hope of that I actually hit something half decent in these jumps, because the RNG, even the RNG, has been letting me down. So... Oh, what's that one? I just read something and so let's see if I did that right. Guess so. Okay, see you later, Jess. Thanks for joining in. 9-7. Well.
Ready to engage.
And where's my target destination now? Okay. It wasn't trying to replot while you jumped or anything, was it, Brian? Oh, damn it, I thought that was a water world for a second. Let me hit this, but I'm guessing it's nothing. It's worth a shot. Oh crap, my jumps have gone up now actually. Oh, just come out of the map totally and try it again. That does happen sometimes. What you can do to beat that is to assign all the stars and then unassign them again, and it should start kicking in. Sorry, I couldn't say this faster by pressing the button. If you assign all the stars and then unassign them, it should plot it again.
No matter what I select, even it's like it fails every time.
Is it maybe too far for you? I mean, I don't think you're that far from me, but maybe you're just a tiny bit over.
Well, what's the max distance to plot? I mean, I'm at 16,342.
I don't know, it could just be a map failure. You could try logging out and back in again. That might fix it. It's probably a waste of time to go do that next one, so I'll just make the jump. Any better?
Fuel cell disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
I'm just jumping a few jumps in a different direction to see if that will change it. Maybe there was a lucky star or something to jump to. I don't know.
I don't think there isn't a locked system in between, is there? Maybe. I don't know if there is any locked systems on the way to Saggitarius. Oh, this one actually doesn't look too bad. Could have one decent one there. And there'll be ice. That'll be ice. This will be... Can't remember what the Goldilocks zone is on one of these stars. Oh, do you know, it's going to take me forever to get back if I keep doing that. Right, we can hope there's something on this. It is a candidate for terraforming. Maybe check this one out, but I don't know if it's going to be great for terraforming. But I did say on the way back I would look at more terraformables because high metal content, sorry, because if they are terraformable, they're not worthless. And even rocky bodies actually go up in value if they're terraformable, so... I've overshot this one as well, by the way, just so everybody knows how much of an idiot I am. I can make notes here. Should have made the full turn there actually and just at least started tagging it while I was looking for a book. What are we on here? What was that? 240. What's that one? It's an M star. I've never really... The M stars, generally everything around them is burnt out, to be honest. And that one is, so it's like a maximum of 300. By the looks of it for terraformables on that one, so... Oh, I'll join you, Ben. I'll be in mine as well next time. As soon as I get back to the bubble, it's the first ship I'm picking up. Probably want it to be quite close if possible. Give this one a whirl. It might be just a bit too far out. I've got my maximums about 300 here, so I'm going to go to the printers tomorrow at some point. I think I'm going to get some of these things printed off, some of these cheat sheets, just to make it a little bit easier for myself. It's a nice ship, you'll love it. Once you're in the cockpit, you'll love it. So, my presumption is no, it's not terraformable. Yep, okay, so... And that is an M... Was that an M class? Can't remember now. Yeah. And the M class is so old, everything ends up being like an ice body rock body half the time. Yeah, you can see that's an ice body, so just completely pointless messing about with M class, I think. You can scoop from them, but oof, it's going to be an interesting one. So that's a G star. No, it's not. It's an F. So we can... F's I'm unsure of. But these are all new planetary bodies. These are all new ones, apart from these ones down here. But this is a K star. But unfortunately, because of the distance, I really don't want to head down there. It's only 8,000 light seconds, but I don't think anything's really... Well, I might do. It's 8,000 light seconds, isn't it? We'll give it a whirl. It pays off, doesn't it?
Found in ammonia world.
Oh, well done. I've honestly...
Still can't plot a route to that place though.
Did I type it incorrectly?
I don't understand why I can't plot a route to it, because I'm pretty much in the same place as you. I've probably got more fuel capacity than you, a little bit longer jump range than you, and even with every star selected, once it gets to like 95%, it just goes failed.
I'll just see when you get a bit closer, and maybe just actually when you eventually log out and back in, it'll probably do it first time. This feels longer than it should be. Also, I read somewhere that one of the problems. What CPU have you got on your computer? I suppose you've got a decent one. Apparently, you can have root plotting problems with the CPU.
That's the best one I can put in it. I think it's an i7.
Ah, yeah, you shouldn't.
700K. 2 seconds, I'll go check.
You shouldn't have a problem with an i7 then. So it's definitely not that. Pink neon. Can you get pink for it? I got the purple one. Okay. I've just gone past another one because I wasn't paying attention. Jeez Louise. Actually even forgotten what I was flying over here for. 6, 9. Bloody done it, I swear. I need to turn my head off and on again. No, nothing unfortunately. Ah well. Do one more jump for good luck.
Frameshift drive charging.
So people, if you've enjoyed the stream tonight, please hit the like and subscribe button. If not, I guess hit the dislike button. But don't unsubscribe, that would be mean. Oh, nothing in this system. I'll jump another then.
Frameshift drive charging.
Another one. Come on. Right. To go back to my original settings. I'm gonna have to look up my original settings. Right, people, unfortunately I'm going to have to call it a bit of an early night tonight because I've got a class first thing in the morning, so... But I will be on tomorrow night, and I will be on Sunday evening also. And maybe actually on a little bit in the daytime of those 2 days as well, depending. I've got to try and do something with my microphone tomorrow, so... that might take me a while. So I'm going to pack up here for the night. And I'll see you guys later, okay? Have a good evening.